So these are some of the opportunistic infections that will actually uh, uh, kill you when you have HIV infection, when your immunity is actually compromised. And HIV is not the only disease that can compromise your immune system. Cancer does the same. Cancer does the same. So as we talk about HIV and viruses, we cannot forget the major culprit on the ground, which is sugar and the cancer. So these are the opportunistic infection. And one of the opportunistic infections has to, of course, lupus is there. Thank you so much. And actually, before I even mention them, let's just mention them on the comment section to just make this interactive. Any opportunistic infection that you know, mention it in the comment section. I'll correct you. I'll help you understand it. And I'll make you know whatever is right and whatever is wrong in concern to this topic. Okay? So now, yes, TB is part of it. Thank you so much for that. TB is actually one of the worst. And TB affects every single part apart from the nails and the hair. TB is the reason why you walk into that hospital and that person who is you can only see the head, the skull. That is actually TB. Anemia is there but anemia is not an infection, okay? Anemia is not an infection. Candida is there. Perfect, because meningitis is there. Actually, the fungal meningitis to be specific. Kaposi sarcoma. Yes, Kaposi sarcoma is a type of cancer. Herpes zoster is there. Yes. So TB is one of the most dangerous diseases in people who have HIV. Angela Mudhoni, Kaposi sarcoma. Yes. Kaswende iko. What is Kaswende is syphilis, right? I can say that, and then those people, I can actually talk about the Kaswende, and then those people from that media house that was trending for Kaswende, they come for me now. Like, hey, yeah, we sue you for trying to actually demean the name of our platform. So, so even a common cold can be an opportunistic infection. Corona is part of that, yes, but now corona is a recent one. We don't even know if it was there for. Okay, yes. So recurrent candidiasis is there. The yeast infection all the time. The oral thrush. And these people are always on drugs to prevent them from getting infections. Yes, boils are there because boils are actually a skin condition because of low immunity. So when you get that infection getting into your skin through a crack, you get that. So literally, most of the diseases that we suffer from that we can easily handle by just a strong immunity are actually going to sweep away people who have HIV. Okay? They will sweep you off if you have HIV. So it's high time you start. Pneumocystis carotii pneumonia, the PCP, part of it. A very specific pneumonia for people who have low immunity. For the cancer people and HIV people. Very common. And if you've ever had an experience with somebody who has Kaposi sarcoma, the skin cancer, my friend, that thing smells. Where? Hey, nurses are very patient people. Nurses are very patient people. Safi is saying tonsillitis. So tonsillitis comes in as a result of that pneumonia. So when you swell, tonsillitis is basically just an inflammation of the tonsils. So when you see your tonsils swelling and becoming painful, they are telling you there's a problem with your upper respiratory tract. So listen to this. Your child is having recurrent tonsillitis and you end up taking them to a doctor for chopping off the tonsils. You chop off the tonsils, but you're not changing the diet of this child. Actually, those tonsils are actually helping your child to fight these infections. So you're actually killing that child slowly. And then now you have to sanitize every surface they touch. So for you to boost your immunity, concentrate on dietary modifications, lower your stress levels, eat healthy. The animal protein, enjoy them, red and white. Eat saturated fats and drop the seed oils, the vegetable oils. Run away from the guidelines. Run away from the guidelines. Run away from those people who just themselves and tell you research, peer reviewed. Run away from those things. We have been following those guidelines for all this time. Have you recovered from diabetes? Have you recovered from arthritis? Have you recovered from HIV? I'm not saying that my views are supposed to substitute your doctor's advice. I'm not saying that my views are supposed to let you drop HIV drugs. Do not misquote me. Do not misquote me because you're quick. People from the media are always on my platforms. They are quick to make their statements to just sell the magazines, to sell the newspapers. They'll be very fast to do that. So simply take cold showers if you want to boost your immunity. Yes, you're taking that antiretroviral drug that you don't know if it will change your life, but at least you know there's one thing that is assured. Whether you're taking that drug or not taking that drug, you still have to boost your immunity. That one is a must. So if you take that drug and eat crappy foods, the sugars, you will still die. And you will not die from HIV. You will even die from the side effects of HIV drugs. In conjunction with the opportunistic infections, the TB, the Kaposi sarcoma, which is actually a cancer, the pneumonia, very specific pneumonia for people who have low immunity, PCP, the meningitis. So those are just opportunistic infection. Even a common cold will take you out. Now listen, have you ever treated a common cold? Even if you take those cold cups, does it go away? It simply goes away for now. And then when there's a cold season, when immunity goes down, when a woman is menstruating or they are pregnant and the immunity seems to slow down a little bit, they will get a common cold. Why? Because viral diseases will not leave your cell. Because if it's there and then it's used in your DNA to make its own, it's not going to leave your cells. The only thing you need to do is to suppress it by boosting your immunity.